Hey everybody, this is Heath Craig. I wanted to welcome you to the SaleCore webinar today, and we are going to be going over the SaleCore CRM platform, and we're going to be going over the interactive map search website solution as well. So we're going to be recording this webinar for everybody, so we will have this available for you after, so we'll make sure to email it out to you. All right, so go ahead, if you have any questions, you can just pop them into the little chat and I'll make sure to answer them after the webinar as well. Okay, so let's just kind of dive into SaleCore, and what the objective is of SaleCore is to ultimately help you stay engaged with your clients today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. And so that's ultimately trying to keep you in front of your agent, your clients, and ultimately to help you help them find a home, right? So I'm going to be kind of going over that process with you as well. Okay, so first thing that I want to introduce to you, one of the features I'm going to introduce you is first the website solution. Okay, and we're going to go step by step on every single feature and product within SaleCore here as we go along. The first one that I want to go over again is the interactive map search website solution. Okay, this is a website example. There's multiple template options for you to choose from. I'll kind of go over some of the differences there. You can see this is the map search design option for an individual agent. Again, it has full width video or photo here on the front screen. It has your photo and contact information here on the left, and front and center is the property search system where your clients can ultimately type in the area that they want to search from, and then presto, I can be searching in real time every single listing in the MLS right on your agent's website. Okay, so again, if I'm looking in Napa and I want to go more into the map and I want to look for a home specifically in Silverado Country Club, I can click on these listings here and I can see all of the information. Also, just so you know, every single listing in the MLS is on your website, and each individual one has its own individual listing landing page. All right, now you'll see here that this is the lead generation pop-up. So if you have not registered on the website, it will ask you to register, which is a great way for you to generate leads, generate referrals, and repeat business. Okay, because as your clients register or consumers register on your website, it then creates an individual account for your clients. Okay, so this pop-up will pop up. Now they can put in their name, their email address, your phone number here, and if you want, you can have your phone number or their phone number on here required, and password. Okay, now I already have an account, so I'm just going to click on log in. Okay, so I can show you what that looks like. Okay, so now again, I can see here that, hold Hold on 1 second so I can make sure you guys can see the screen. Okay, sorry. So you can see here you have the built-in lead form on each individual listing. Okay. And you can see here, you can see multiple photos on the listing. All right. Multiple photos. All of this is integrated directly with your MLS. Okay, so you don't have to add any listing data or anything like that. It's all automated. It's all updated on your website in real time. Okay, now you can see here you have all the comments, exterior community information, built-in map, built-in mortgage calculator, all right on every single listing. Now, another important piece here is the share tools up top. Okay, so I can save this home as a favorite into my account, but your clients can also share this listing with their friends and family on Facebook or Twitter or 100 other social media sites if they want here as well. But this is also a great tool for you to share any listings with your clients, or if you want to do an actual social post of a listing as well, okay, onto Facebook. So you can simply just click on Facebook. This will put in a nice little post for you, okay, onto your of the listing, and then you can type anything here. Maybe you're running an open house, just listed, for such and such price, and then you can post this to your page on your Facebook page or to your personal page, okay, and then you can just click on submit here, and then presto, that listing is right there on your social page. Okay, and I'll give you a little example of that as well. All right, I'll come back to that, show you. So again, another way to show you this example is you'll see that every single listing on your website has its own search engine optimized, social optimized URL. All right, so if you copy that URL, you can go over to your social media pages, click on post, just put that URL into your page, and again, you can just put in here just listed or open house, all the information, hit post, and then now that's going to go right to, again, your Facebook page. Okay, I was down here a little bit further. So you can use either option in posting to your social media. Okay, so this is a very important piece that I want you guys to be doing on an ongoing basis with making posts to your site. Okay, and I'm also going to show you some other great ways to post onto social media as well. But again, you can see that you can X out of the listing, or you can click on the listing and you'll see this little expand here where it says enlarge, and then that will open up the URL here for you to share as well. Okay, so you can use the social media links or you can use the actual URL. Now, again, over here on the right hand side, you can see that I actually registered, right? And if I click on the saved properties, these are the properties that I actually saved into my account, correct? And you can see that is the specific property, the Atlas Peak property that I saved here, okay? Now I can also set up my own saved searches. All right, now saved searches allows me to set up specific saved searches to have those properties emailed to me or texted to me, all right, right from your website, okay, as well. So that is a very, very important piece of the system as well, right? So let me show you an example of that. So we call it listing alerts, okay? And you can see here that I'm receiving listing alerts from Joanne, and it shows me the specific properties here, all right? And then these are the properties that are being emailed to me. But I can also have it set to text me those listings, or you can set it up to text your individual clients right from SaleCore CRM and your website as well. Okay, so this is again another great way to drive those clients back to your website every single day. So I really want you to look at into this as far as getting your clients set up for listing alerts on your website. Okay, so that's listing alerts, saved properties, them setting up their own account on your website using the interactive map search. There's also the polygon tool here. All right, so the polygon tool can allow your client or you to set up a specific custom search for an area. Okay, so I can simply just save this search, and then that search can go ahead and be emailed or texted to me as well. Okay, so that's the polygon search control. All right, and again, I can just save that search right over here on the right hand side. Okay, so that's there. Okay, so that's save searches, save listings, interactive map search. Now, another really great tool is the blogging platform. Now, the blogging platform is is an automated blogging system that allows your clients to go to your website and read all of the blog articles, right? The beauty is, though, is these blog articles are already all pre-written for you. We have writers that are writing the articles, okay, and then they send them over to our design team. The design team makes the articles look really awesome for you, okay, with all the awesome photos, and then they're automatically posting them right to your website for you every month. So again, now your website has, again, additional content that you can share into your social media, such as your Facebook page. I can click on the little share tool here again. It will create the actual post for me. All right. So again, if I want to type anything in here, I can just click on what I want to put into the post. And again, I can share that right to my Facebook page. Okay. So now when I go over to Facebook, I go back to my Facebook page. I have this awesome post right back to the article, which again will take me right back to the agent's my website, right? Just like the individual listings, right? Takes you right back to the agent's website. So I really want you to start thinking about how are you going to get leads? How are you going to get referrals, that repeat business? By posting your website content onto your social media is a great way to drive those individuals back to your website, to get those likes, to get those shares onto their pages. Okay, so again, that's something that again is very important here in this process of marketing your website to your clients. Okay, so the blog article is, and again, the blog content is another great way to do that. Okay, all right, so that's something with the website as well. Now, let's talk a little bit about website designs, okay? You can see with the site, we have the featured listings on here, what's your home worth, get listing updates, all this, awesome content. Maybe you are wanting to build, custom lead forms or something like that. You can do that through the system as well. Buyer lead forms, mortgage lead forms as well, all built into the system. Now, there's already, when you're getting set up, just so you know, there's already a standard set of lead forms with your website. Home value lead form. This is, again, a great form to post onto your social media to get your clients to schedule to get a free home value or something like that with you. Okay. But let's talk a little bit more about design a little bit here. All right, so um, let's talk a little bit about design options. Okay, here is what we call the advantage design. Okay, so you can see a little bit different look and feel. It's got some different content options here where your photo and bio are here below as well. You can see this is another advantage design with a team selection. So if you're running a team, you can use SaleCore as an entire team on here. So you can see the Harrington group here has their team photo on here as well. Okay. Here is another team, but they also have the about. So this is your profile page, which has, again, a built-in lead form, your contact information, and your active and pending listings and your sold listings on here as well. Okay, so that's another option. Here is another option, which is a full width uh, uh, photo on the front here. You can change any of the content here on the front, and then the property search is right here below, or your clients can click on the search for homes, and again, that will take them over to the interactive map search. All right. And again, don't forget, here is a bunch of controls here as far as property types, more filters, bedrooms, baths, and price range for them to update and change on as well. Okay, so also maybe you're wanting reviews on your website. Okay, so you can add reviews on here. Now, if you want, and we have the standard templates that are ready to go for you, but let's say you're wanting to get something a lot more advanced. We have a full design team in-house that can also do such as custom content, custom image inlays. So you can see that Nadine has an image on the background of her site here with her bio on the front. She has, custom graphics here as far as for her reviews. She has some rollovers of community searches as well that she's had a design team design for her. And then again, behind the lead form here, you can see there's another custom overlay. She has a custom bio page here created. All right. So just so you know, again, we have a full design team that can customize any of the sites for you. But you can also hire a third party, or you can design or make any content changes to your website yourself using the content management system on the back end as well. Now, this is something that typically would be for advanced users, but you can use the content management system if you're, wanting to make some basic edits or something. There's an editor, and it works somewhat like a word processor, right? But again, that's something that you can do and use. Okay, so there is a full content management system to use, and there's the ability to set up search engine optimization for your website. So if you're wanting to edit any of your metadata on any one of your sites, any one of the pages on your website, you can edit that through the page options tool, which is here as well. Now, you're probably asking, well, how do I get to that control, right? So if you click here on the left-hand side, this is where your website is, okay? And this is the content management system, okay? And there's a huge amount of controls here for you to edit your own website. Also, our support team can help you do some small edits, or if you're wanting something really custom, then you would have one of our actual web designers actually do that, such as what I showed you with Nadine's site, as far as in working with imagery or custom page built out or search engine optimization or something like that. Okay, so that's, with editing your website, or maybe you're wanting to make a blog article or something like that yourself. Okay, and again, I can just click on publish my website on the fly. If I want to start a new revision, I just click on start revision, and that website I can start editing again. Okay, and then I click on edit, and again I can manage any one of the pages on my website, such as pre-qualification form or something, if I wanted to edit that content on the site, images, if I wanted to build custom lead forms on the website, I can, or I can have somebody do that for me. Now, obviously, when you're doing custom stuff like that, there would be a charge. We would give you a quote on doing something like that. Okay, so just be prepared for something that you're wanting customized versus something that's out of the box. So from there, let's dive into some of the features on the website, or the CRM. Okay, the CRM, where you log in, you basically go to app login and log in with your username and password that we would provide you when you get set up. Okay, and then you would log into this is the dashboard. Okay, and you can see here that the property that I saved earlier is right here, and it's telling me that that Heath Craig saved that property, right? So that'll take you right over to your client's contact record. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about contact management. This is one of the main heart pieces of the SaleCore CRM, Customer Relationship Management System. All right, and one of the things that you'll want to do once you get your CRM and you're ready to get using it is you'll want to start adding all of your past customers, all of your friends and family to your CRM. Okay, one, you can click on the new contact here on the right hand side and simply fill out the information and hit add contact. Or you can use the more advanced tool here, which is the import tool, to import contacts through a CSV or an Excel spreadsheet. So again, that's another great tool there. Okay. Now, something that I would recommend before you import or add contacts is add all of your groups that you might want to add into the system. Okay, so you might want to add a new group like a buyer group or seller group, or your newsletter group. Okay, you simply just type that out and then hit add. Now, if you are a company or a team, you might want to have team groups. So you can click on here, and then everybody in your team would actually be able to see that group and use that group as well. So there is groupings. You can edit the group names here as well. Okay. And so again, that's all here for you. If you select the name of the group here on the left-hand side, I can then edit that name here as well. All right. And then simply click on save. So let's say I got my contact groups all set up. I want to start adding contacts. I can do that. But something else that's very important is that you can see here that this is the contact that I was using for on the website. You can then see all the general information on the contact. You can edit any of this information here. Okay. You can add your contact to different groups here, such as if you wanted to add them to the newsletter group or whichever groups you want to. You can see that I'm already added to the newsletter group here. If I remove it, I can then see it again and then just hit add. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm getting all my contacts into the correct groups, and I really recommend having a general newsletter group so that I can start setting up the auto prospecting for that individual contact or my group of contacts. I can also set up statuses on there. So if this is a hot buyer or seller, I'm probably going to put them into priority prospecting. Okay. And there's a number of different statuses here for you to use on the SaleCore CRM contact management as well. You can again check all of the recent activity. All right, so such as I can see here the actual property that I saved onto Joanne's website right here. Okay, now if I click on saved listings, I can also see the property that I saved on the website as well, just like my client can, correct? So that's there. Now I can also see the saved searches that my client has actually configured on the website. And I can also reconfigure to say I want to send out listings by text versus email. So that's something that you have control in the edit mode here by setting up market channels either by text or email. Okay, so that's something very, very important in the system is that you get your own texting mobile number, SMS number, to send out text listing alerts to your clients through the system. And again, this is a powerful way to make sure that those listings are getting to your clients quickly and that they can get back to your website. Okay, so that's that's there. Okay, so the saved searches is something that again, when you click on save searches, if you want to set up a new search for your clients, you can just click on new search, new save search. Okay, and then you can fill out the information and then configure that search for them. Very similar to how you maybe do it into your actual MLS software, correct? But something that is different with using SaleCore is again that you're driving that client every day back to your website, correct? Versus to maybe to the MLS software. Okay, so that's something that you might want to, really consider, right? Is that these listing details are driving them right back to your website every time. So now, if you are getting kind of in trouble with something as far as how to use it, just also remember the little help control over here on the left-hand side. Okay. Now the help is a series of videos And if you click on SaleCore 20, this is every single tab has actual videos on step-by-step how-tos. All right. So that's something I want you to, to remember as well, using the help. Okay, so the contact tab is here on the left, right? You've got setting up listing alerts by email and text. So that's an important piece to the system. A great way, again, for you to set up that automated marketing, right, for the listing alerts. So I really want you to, learn how to do that, how to use that feature. We have step-by-step videos here for you to use that. We have notes, right, so that you can put any notes in. Just type in the note, hit add note or save note, and then that note will automatically add right to the client record. Okay. So again, click on add note or add phone call, called Heath, hit save. And now this is some great way for you to start documenting all of your tasks or anything that you're doing with that client. Okay. Same with task. I can add a task right here on the fly. Or maybe I want to set up a task to call Heath. Schedule home value. Notes. What date that I want to schedule that for, right? Assign to Heath. And then add task. All right, so now that will automatically add that task also to your calendar here on the left-hand side. Okay, so that's something, again, very important, is using the task system to schedule all of your follow-up calls, right? Now, I'm sure you've got a lot of you have possibly worked with coaches in the past, making those calls, right? And scheduling those every day, making those calls, past customers, call list, those kinds of things. So you can schedule all those right here using the task system and using your calendar to track all of those. Okay. Now, another great tool here is, if you want to sort the statuses on your contacts, such as I want to see all my priority contacts. Again, you can remember I added myself as a priority contact here. Okay. I can sort all my contacts by groups. Remember that? Okay, so that's again very, very important here. And then I have the tool here on the left. I can select multiple contacts, and then there's the action tool, such as I want to change a status, I want to add a specific set of contacts to a group or remove from a group. I can merge contacts, delete them, and then add them right to that specific group. Okay, so that's the multi-select tool here on the left-hand side. Now this is the leads tab. This is the tab when you actually get a lead, such as, remember I filled out the schedule as showing lead form here. So you can see all the leads that are actually coming from your website will automatically come in here as lead records. Okay. And again, I can just click here to actually go right back to the contact record as well. And then I can see the lead record here on the right hand side. And again, if somebody registers on your website, it automatically creates the client record for you in the CRM. Okay? So again, really think about how to start marketing your website using the social media, right? Postings, posting the listings, the just listed, the just sold, the open houses, the blog articles, the lead forms, those kinds of things, right? Getting those back. Then setting up listing alerts, right? Driving those clients back to your website every single day. I want them to be remembering you and using your website to find their dream home, okay? Now, let's talk about email marketing campaigns here on the left-hand side. Another great way to set up some quick automated marketing is using the email campaigns on the left-hand side. Okay, now here, if you click on New Campaign, you'll see that there are a library of campaigns for you to use. Okay, now one campaign that I like using or getting agents to use is the article real estate drip. Send one article every 30 days for 24 months. Okay, you simply select that article, click on add new campaign. Okay, and then you'll click on messages, and there are the 24 blog articles that are on your website are also designed as actual email marketing campaigns. Okay, and if you click on edit, you can see here under preview, you can see all the articles, each individual article, all the content of the article. You can even update that article if you want. If you want to remove content or you want to add new content, you can do that. If you want to change the title, you can do that as well. The subject, you can click on preview. All right, and then you can actually see what it looks like when it goes out. Okay, so again, this is a great way for you to get content out to your clients that they can read, and you don't have to do a lot of work. You don't have to write the article. You don't have to have it designed or design it yourself. You don't have to build it into the email marketing campaign. All you have to do is just select it, and then you just simply click on recipients here, and then you can go over to the select group. And remember, I was telling you about the newsletter group, right? You simply select the group that you want to add, and then click on add group to campaign. And now all those contacts are going to get a new email of a new article emailed to them every month. Okay, and if you add more contacts, those can be added as well, right? So now all of a sudden you're just getting more and more contacts. Or if I want to go over here to the left and just add Heath, I can simply type his name in, click on his name and hit add, and now Heath is going to get every single one of those contacts. So I can add all of my contacts from a group, or I can add one single contact at a time here as well. Okay. Now, if you click on the campaign, e-campaigns here on the left, again, you'll see that here is the campaign, how many messages, and the clients that are actually added. Okay. So again, I'm going to scroll down here. You can see that I have the Holiday 2022 Series 2 already going out to the clients here. And if I click on the messages, This will show you the emails that have gone out. This is the views, the view ratio percentages. If I click on here, this will show me the actual contacts that have been added to the campaign. And this is the actual activity. All right. This contact, Mark, he viewed the email Happy New Year 2022 4 times 3 weeks ago. Deanna 4 times 3 weeks ago. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Deanna read it twice. Minosa read it once. Okay, so this actually shows you the actual activity of the emails, the campaigns being read. Okay, so again, this also gives you some stats, averages on the campaign reads and sends as well. Now let's click back on the e-campaigns. And if I wanted to, again, add the holiday campaign, I go over to New Campaign. And let's say I want to select Holiday 2022 Series 23, or Series 3. I select it. I click on the Add New Campaign. It's all here. I click on Messages. Again, all of the messages are already pre-designed here for me. Let me take a look at Edit. You can see that it will automatically put the client's name here from the contact CRM, and then it will wish them the happy Cinco de Mayo. The image is in here, and I can click on Preview. If I want to edit an actual subject, I can type in a new subject here. If I want to change the date, this is a date-driven campaign versus a drip. Okay, a date is specifically set to go out a specific date and time. So I can change the date and time here as well. Okay, if I want to remove any campaigns, I simply click on remove, or any messages, right? So I can add or remove specific messages as well. Okay, so that's an option. Again, recipients, I can go over here, add Heath, select him, or I can go to a specific group, buyers active, add those, and they'll automatically add right to the campaign. And now everybody in there will start getting those messages on those specific date and times. Now let's go over to email here, and let's take a look at, again, Happy Thanksgiving from Joanne Paulin. All right, Heath, wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. And then here's the email that goes out. Okay, now let me show you something as well that I really recommend with email marketing. If you click here under settings, email social, you can actually have your signature in here as well. Okay, and I'll show you what that can look like as well. But this is under settings. I recommend, adding your signature in here. You can use the editor to set that all up, adding your logo, your phone numbers, your email addresses. You can add your social links as well. Okay, so that's something. Now, your photos here on your website are under photos in your profile. Your account profile info is up here. Okay, and then your lead notifications tab, that's another important piece. Make sure that you have your email address and your phone number, your mobile number set up in here. And then your market channels here. Market channels is, where you can see your actual SMS number. And your customer success manager who helps you set up your account, they'll be actually helping you get this all up and running. Okay, so I don't want you to get too worried that this is becoming a little bit too much. When you go through the setup process, and a success manager will be walking you through. They'll be setting up your website. They'll help you import your contacts into the CRM. They'll be helping you set up your email signature. They'll be helping you set up your SMS number, picking your number, okay? And again, this SMS number is dedicated to you, okay? You own it. It's your dedicated number. It's kind of like you buying your own secondary cell phone, okay? It's not the number from your cell phone, but it is a secondary number that you own. It's your SaleCore number, okay? It's your SaleCore dedicated number, okay? Now, what do I love about that? Well, for one, I can set up text alerts to my clients, correct? But not only that, but let's click on Heath here. And you see here, I can text my clients right from SaleCore CRM. Okay, now you got to make sure that you have their mobile number selected here with mobile in order to be able to text them. But now I can just click here to text and the little text box pops up, right? So now let's say I wanted to actually text the client a listing. I can text them right here, or I want to text them a specific message. Hi Heath, check out my website, right? And then I can just go over just going to copy the link to my website here, Joanne's website. You can see how many characters it will allow you to send, and then I can just send a link over to my website, right? Or, I want to text them and try to schedule a listing presentation or something like that, right? Or if I want to email them, I can email them right here, right? So that's another important piece. Okay, so again, I can email them right from the system or not. Okay. Please check out my website, right? Now, if I want to insert the signature in the email, I can just insert the signature right here, right? And I hit send. Now, under conversations, here on the left, this is where I can see all of the correspondence of email and text. So that's conversations. So you got drip campaigns, and now you got conversations. So every conversation that I'm having with my clients, whether it is an email, it's a social or a text or a lead form, those will all populate right in here under conversations. Okay. And again, under conversations, I can schedule, set up a regular email or a text here as well. Okay. Now, I just got the text. I'm just going to type in thank you. And from my mobile phone, okay, I just typed that. You guys can see here, it sent the link of the text. I can just click on it, right? And then boom, goes right back to Joanne's website. Now I typed in thank you, and now you can see here that it's right on my conversations. Okay, so again, I can just click on there, and then that's the response from my cell phone. All right, so again, this is a great tool for you to get streamlined and start, being able to text your clients one-offs right from the contact record or email as well, right? So let's go back over to here, and I want to show you a couple of things here. One is broadcasting. Now, broadcasting will allow you to send out a text to an entire group or an email, build out a custom email to an entire group. Think of broadcasting kind of like MailChimp or Constant Contact, where you can design awesome looking emails, or you can send out, group emails here. So I can simply click on email. I can select the group. Remember, we were talking about the newsletter group, and I want to build out a newsletter or something like that from Joanne or something. So I can give it a title. I can select body. Now this system is awesome, okay, and it is so powerful. I can add video to this email. So I can also create structures, right? So I can just drag and drop structures over here and just kind of like design it. And then I can use blocks. Blocks are like little controls, such as maybe I want to add a video. So I basically just left click and drag and drop the video in here, and then I select it, and then I can put my actual video link in here from like YouTube or Vimeo, right, to send out. So let me give you a little example of that. Let's go over to YouTube. Let's go over to the SaleCore page. Now, the SaleCore page, I really recommend you guys joining the SaleCore YouTube channel because everything that I'm talking about with you right now is on the YouTube channel. Every single, SaleCore marketing automation, how to add holiday campaigns, how to use the articles, how to use listing alerts, but they are very detailed videos, step by steps. So I'm going to go ahead and send this link out to everybody. Okay. I'm going to send that little link out to everybody so that you guys can join the SaleCore YouTube channel. Also, try to join our Instagram because we have special stuff going on, special webinars going on Instagram and Facebook as well. So those are, again, great verticals as well. Now, let's say I wanted to add the marketing automation video to my email, right? I can simply just go over to share, copy this link here. All right, now I can just go back over to SaleCore, okay, and I can just put that link right there. And now that will embed that video right into my email. Okay. Now if I want to embed my signature, I can click on the text box here. And again, I can go up top here and add my signature. And now that signature is added. If I want to add any images, I can click on the little image manager here. Maybe I want to add an image of my website. And then I want to link over to my website. I can just select it, and then I can put a link to my website right into here. So that'll hyperlink right over to my site, right? If I want to type any content or use the editor, I can do that. I can paste content in here using all of the word processor controls here as well. Now I can just save this as a draft. I can preview it. I can schedule it to be sent out. So I'm going to schedule it or save it as a draft. Okay, so there it is, newsletter. Click on edit, body, and I can go back and make any changes to it, or I can select, scroll down, and click preview, and there it is. So I can watch the video, or I can hyperlink over to the website. Maybe I'm wanting to promote a just listed, a just sold listing, and I want to send it out to an entire group or an open house. So I can do that as well, right? So that's the using the broadcast for email. Now, text is a little bit simpler. I'm going to click on broadcast and new text. And maybe I want to send it out to my newsletter group. Open house this week, Sunday at 1 p.m. And then I want to go over to the body and I say, hi, insert first name if I want, or any other component from the contact CRM, or if I want to add my signature in here, I can totally do that as well. Please visit my open house this Sunday. And then maybe I want to actually put a link from the open house on my website as well, right? So did you know with the property search platform on your website that you have open houses? All right, so let's just say this is Joanne's open house here. Remember, I click on the enlarge and it gives me the actual URL. I can copy that URL, go right over to my text, and then add that right there. So now I can send that out to an entire group of my open house right here. I'm going to go ahead and save it as a draft. Okay, so now that quick, I could send that open house text out to 100, 200 of my clients or in my contact database. And at the same time, I can now post that open house on my social media. All right. So those are some controls, some awesome tools with broadcasting that I wanted to show you there. This tool here is one of our newer tools, and I love it. And this is the listings marketing system. And if you have active listings, those will pop up here. Your solds or pendings will pop up here. And then this is the search the entire MLS here in orange. If you click the orange, this will open up all the listings in your MLS that you belong to. Now you can simply click on any one of those and you can use the filters here on the right. So if I'm wanting to look for a home, say in Napa, just like on my website, this is the same search technology, except that it has some features on here that you're going to love. Is typically you'll go to your MLS and you'll want to go to your MLS software and send out a listing to your clients, right? But with this, I can simply click on the listing, click on share, and now all my contact database pops up here, okay? and I can just type in whoever I want to send it to. Here's Heath, and I can select him. If I want to email him, I can select his email. If I want to text him, I can send a text listing to him. Okay, so I can send an email or a text. I'm going to go ahead and text that listing to myself so I can show you guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and email that listing as well. Okay, so here's all the filters for you. Could filter listings if you're wanting to, see 4 bedrooms, 5 bedroom, price ranges, homes that are pending, those kinds of things, right? But again, this is a great way to drive those clients back to your website, right? And that's, you can kind of see how I'm really focusing in on that specific piece here, right? Is getting your clients to start using your website, right? Instead of, using somebody else's website, or instead of using uh, um, Realtor.com or Zillow or Redfin, you have got to get your contacts into your CRM. You've got to start using the tools to drive those clients back to you. Now, again, hopefully you guys can see this. You can see the text came up to my cell phone. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on the text. You can see the little URL link, and when you click on that, that takes them right back to that specific listing. Okay, and this is how listing alerts by text works as well. Okay, so again, I wanted to show that to you, and then this is how the email portion works and drives those clients back to your website to view the details on that listing. And again, starts encouraging them to register if they haven't yet, and encourages them to share this listing in their social media as well. And what if you set up listing alerts for your clients, or you texted them this listing or you emailed it? What if they copied that text and texted it to one of their friends or family? It's going to ask them to register on your website when they click on it. What do you get? You got a new referral from your past customer or from your friend or family. Okay, so that's something that, again, I really want you to, start understanding. It's not just about having an awesome CRM and an awesome website. It's about you engaging into it and using it as a tool to start generating business. Okay, I want you to, from here on out, I'm going to start helping you guys in that mission of using your CRM, using your website to generate those leads, generate those referrals, and generate that repeat business. But you have to take action as well. Now, what I'd like you to consider is for this year, 2022, is you add all your contacts in. I want you to double your contact database this year. So if you're going to import 100 contacts into SaleCore this year, by the end of this year, I want you to have 200 contacts. And I want those 200 contacts to be set up for the e-drip campaigns, and I want them to all be set up for listing alerts by text or by email, or even both, okay? And I want you to do a weekly social post of either a listing or a blog post to your website. Just listed, just sold, hot buy, whatever that is, okay? And those are some things that will help you start to generate that repeat business, generate those referrals from your past customers. But again, you got to have a goal of doubling your database year over year, and you've got to do those specific steps. You got to add them to your CRM. You got to add them to the listing alerts by text and email. You have to add them to your drip campaigns, and you have to make your social post on a regular basis. All right. So those are some key things that I want you to, to really hone in on as well. Okay. So those, I think, are really the overall pieces that I wanted to go over today with you guys on the SaleCore solution. And let you know what we have to offer for you. If you're working with a brokerage that is a SaleCore partner, make sure to contact them to make sure that they can give you your correct pricing model. If you are purchasing SaleCore direct, then you can go to salecore.com to look at pricing. But again, I'd recommend scheduling a one-on-one consultation with a success manager so they can figure out which exact solution is going to fit your budget, okay? And figure out exactly what you're wanting to accomplish. All right, so thank you. I'm going to go ahead and end the